Where's your fan?
Here I am.
Okay.
Here I am.
Right.
You're on my side.
Now here, Fan, you come over here. Okay. You're not going to sit, right?
Do you want to sit?
No, just in case I need to sit.
That's fine. Okay, that's good.
I do.
Yeah?
Just try to get the right one or the right person, but other than that, it's no big deal. I can
It's all right. Mine won't fit him.
All right. Welcome, everyone, dear family and friends. We've gathered here to witness the marriage of Nancy and Steve. I have to get through this without When they asked me to officiate, I was touched and deeply honored. For me, Nancy and Steve have long epitomized what it means to live in a loving, committed, long-term relationship. And so what we're doing today is merely formalizing what has existed for many years. And I'm not here to do any marrying. They're doing the marrying.
And Fanny's going to make it legal.
Nancy and Steve, you have shown the priority you give to one another. You're a living example, as I said, of what a good marriage is. You made a decision when you were very young to commit yourselves to one another, and each day since you have re-embraced that decision. I think what makes a good marriage is essentially a deep and abiding friendship. And so the great Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran wrote eloquently about friendship. And I'd like to quote from what he wrote. Your friend is your needs answered. Is your field which you sow with love and reap with thanksgiving. When your friend speaks his mind, you fear not the nay in your own mind, nor do you withhold the I. And when he is silent, your heart ceases not to listen to his heart. Let your best be for your friend. If he must know the ebb of your tide, let him know also its flood. For what is your friend that you should seek him with hours to kill? Seek him always with hours to live. For it is his to fill your need, not your emptiness. And in the sweetness of friendship, let there be laughter and the sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things, the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. Nancy and Steve, you have been friends, lovers, partners for most of your lives. Today, we bear witness to your enduring commitment as you make it legally binding. Ruth Ann and Brian are your witnesses, and I'm going to ask Brian to speak first, and then Ruth Ann, and then I'm going to ask any of you who would like to share a few words.
Joseph Addison wrote in The Spectator in 1711, those marriages generally abound most with love and constancy that are preceded by a long courtship. Given the length of your courtship, clearly there is a lot of love. From Corinthians we are told, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. I don't know two people that embody those qualities better. I am truly honored to be part of the celebration of your love, as I know everyone else is here. Yes, Steve, we would have been very disappointed if you just run off on a loaf. And not just because we would have missed Joe's chocolate wedding cake.
Oh, no, that's an issue.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, Ruth Ann?
First of all, I want to say how much it means to Ron and to me that you're all here and that you've agreed to get married here.
Like, had a choice.
It's great to have families come together, and I have to believe that the Reverend Hezekiah Bissell, who I'm sure married people here, don't you think, Fanny? He must have married people here once or twice. That if there is such a thing as an afterlife and looking down, that he's looking at us along with some very, very beloved people that we miss today. So it's great to have you here. I have a toast that's a little sillier for later, but for now, I do want to read something that means a lot to me and to Ron. It's from Anne Morrow Lindbergh's book, A Gift from the Sea. A good relationship has a pattern like a dance, and it's built on some of the same rules. The partners do not need to hold on tightly because they move confidently in the same pattern, intricate but gay, swift and free, like a country dance of Mozart's. To touch heavily would be to arrest the pattern and freeze the movement, to check the endlessly changing beauty of its unfolding. There's no place here for the possessive clutch, the clinging arm, the heavy hand, only the barest touch in passing, and the smooch, of course, for them. Now arm in arm, now face to face, now back to back. It doesn't matter which, because they know that their partners moving to the same rhythm, creating a pattern together and being invisibly nourished by it. The joy of such a pattern is not just the joy of the creation or the joy of participation. It's also the joy of living in the moment, living in every moment. Lightness of touch and living in the moment are intertwined. One cannot dance well unless one is completely in time with the music, not leaning back to the last step or pressing forward to the next one, but posed directly on the present step as it comes. Perfect poise on the beat is what gives good dancing its sense of ease or timelessness of eternal. I have to laugh. I don't have it either. But
It's a metaphor.
it's a metaphor.
It's aspirational.
It's what Blake was speaking of when he wrote, "He who bends to himself a joy, doth the winged life destroy. But he who kisses the joy as it flies, lives in eternity's sunrise." And it's very corny, but it's you guys. And we love you. We're so excited. Thank you. As I said, I have more for later.
And now, the witnesses having had their say, I invite any of you who would like to say a few words on this very happy occasion to do so now.
Gee, first time.
Alona, please.
I'm too happy to say anything.
That's rare.
Anyone else? Liz?
Well, all my life I've looked up to Aunt Nancy and Uncle Steve as the roadmap for exactly what I want in a relationship and in a partnership, and that's true, and nothing has changed.
Nothing was the plan.
Except what we're legal.
Anyone else? It was a long 2 weeks.
Yes,
Mommy always used to say, just give me 2 weeks, Nancy, and I can throw a wedding together.
But it took us 5.
Right, but she wasn't here.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
You might
but I
wanna
felt
say
like she was.
yes, she used to say that to me.
Me
2
too,
weeks.
especially me.
Practice.
Yes, she
Oh.
is. She had thrown a wedding.